I'm starting my hike on a beautiful Saturday morning. I see my first deer of the morning. Looks like a doe. She's over there eating. Oh, wait a minute. This could be a buck. Yeah, it is a buck. It's a young buck. I think this young buck is usually with a doe. I think he was a twin. And the doe is his sister. She's probably in the area. There's his sister. Now they're together. They've been hanging out in this area. This is the doe. No, this is the buck. I keep getting them mixed up. And where'd the doe go? There she is. From a distance, it's hard to tell the young bucks from the young does. This is the doe. I left those two over there eating. I need to get on my way. There's another deer in front of me. I think that's that young buck. How'd he get way up here? He's going down there to look for his sister. They separate, but they always know where the other one is. They're cute. That's where he's going. He's going down there to find his sister. There was some severe weather in the area last night with a lot of wind, and the wind knocked down a lot of trees. On my way in, there was a huge tree blocking my way, so I had to take a different route to get to the parking lot. There are a lot of tree branches on the ground. Some more over there. Here's a big tree down, blocking my way, but that's all right. I can always go around it. That was a pretty good sized tree. Looking down the hill and I see another deer. I think there's more than one down there. I hear the chainsaws in the background. There are a lot of trees down. Those deer walk down this hill. Look at all the trees down. Now where did those deer go? Maybe they took off in this direction. I thought they were coming over here, but I don't see them anywhere. One thing you can count on in Iroquois Park, is that there will always be a lot of obstacles to hike around. So if you like obstacle courses, this is the place to hike. And whenever there's a lot of wind, you get new obstacles. More tree branches. I hiked the high ground for quite a while and I didn't find any deer. Now I'm on my way down this hill. I found a very young buck bedded down. Now I wonder if there's some more deer in this area. That's probably his mama. She's eating her breakfast. There's a little buck. He was born last year. So he's not a year old yet. Now I see another one. I see 3 over there. I'm not sure how many deer are in this area. There's one walking up the hill. And another one. And another one. They love those new leaves. There's the little buck. I'm not going to follow them anymore. They're going up the hill I just hiked down. There's a real nice breeze. You couldn't ask for a better morning to hike. I'm looking over to my left and I see 2 deer bedded down. I think there's only 2 down there. I'm not going to get any closer than this. I think it's just the 2 of them. Now I'm going to hike off in this direction. I'm pretty far away from those deer now. It looks like they got up. They got up to eat some more. There's another tree that fell last night. This is a pretty good sized tree. Here's a branch that broke off of a tree. Now the young buck bedded down over to my left. He's bedded down chewing his cud. This buck was probably born the year before last. He's watching me, but he doesn't seem too concerned, and I'm pretty close to him. It's a beautiful buck. Yeah, I'm gonna back off and hike in a different direction. So many trees down. This is a pretty good area to find deer, but it's not an easy area to hike. I just take my time. I never get in a hurry. I'm looking in front of me up the hill, and I see a deer, a young deer, looks like a doe. She's walking towards me. Hello, pretty girl. Are you going to ignore me? Still walking towards me. She's a beautiful girl. See another one behind her. I think this is a very young buck. It is. There they are together. They could be twins. They look about the same size. He just took off down the hill. Where'd he go? They're going down the hill, and I just hiked up that hill. I see some new chicken of the woods growing at the bottom of this tree. Isn't that a beautiful mushroom? And it's edible. Where those two little deer go, I'm not going to try to follow them because I just hiked up that hill. I think I see them down there. Here they are. Two beautiful young deer. I think one's a doe and one's a very young buck. I'm in a different area of the park, hiking down another hill. I'm hiking up another hill, and I looked over to my right and I see some deer over there. See 3 of them. Might be another one. I think I see another one bedded down over there. It's a young buck and a doe bedded down. There's another one. How many's over there? Seems like they're going off in that direction. There's a little buck. Oh, there's a bigger buck. So there's a very young buck and an older buck. One was born last year, and this one was probably born the year before last. This is a beautiful young buck. He's stretching. There's some more deer down there. I have no idea how many's in this area. This young buck is on his way up the hill. That's where I'm going. There's another young buck. I think those are those down there. There's that older buck again. He's still on his way up the hill. Now what's he going to do? Is he going back down the hill? Looks like it. He's looking down at the other deer. Yep, that's where he's going. And I'm still on my way up this hill. I'm almost finished with my heavy duty hiking. I'm at Regis Point, and I'm almost up to the top. I'm all the way up to the top. I'm on Top Hill Road. I'm going to make a very quick pass through Summit Field. Checking out this pond next to the rustic pavilion. I don't see anything. I see some blue flag irises. They're pretty far away from me. I was hoping to see a turtle. But I don't see one. See a buckeye butterfly. This is the first one I've seen this year. See some vultures flying around. Wish they'd land in a tree. Flying all over the place. There's a brown-headed cowbird up in that tree. That dead tree. I just left Summit Field and across Top Hill Road. I'm going to take the red trail down to the bottom. There's still a very nice breeze. Made it down to uphill road, very close to the bottom. I'm on Rundle Road and I'm very close to my car. Before I go home, I think I'll check out that pond next to the disc golf course. I'm at the pond that's next to the disc golf course. I see a male mallard duck. He's doing a little quacking. I don't see any turtles out this morning. This is where I've been seeing the red-eared sliders. This guy is all alone. Still haven't seen any turtles. But this guy is fun to watch. Well, I'm leaving this pond. It's time for this old man to go home.